Test, test, 1, 2, 3, test, 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 test. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, test, test, 1, 2, 3, test, test. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to your on-site director, Natalia Chapa.
Hi, my name is Natalia Chapa Mills, the on-site director of this Texas Great Debate. I am so impressed with your hard work and all your efforts. You're making us all so proud. It gives me the pleasure to reintroduce the woman I've had the pleasure of working with the past 3 summers, Executive Vice President, Ms. Nicole Nieto.
Thank you. I just want to say that I've been watching you guys today, and I especially saw, I think, the extempers preparing in that room, and I've never seen such a dedicated group of young people. The mock trial is on fire. Congratulations. I'm delighted to be able to introduce a wonderful organization to all of you. If you haven't seen NHI's marketing video taken from the 2016 Texas Ambassador Great Debate, please watch it now, and you will see a preview of what we've been developing this weekend for 2018-2019. Y ayuda a las comunidades a escoger y desarrollar sus líderes. Lo establecimos en 1977. So as you can see, we're busily in the process of developing. Now that video was used in public service announcements across the Dish Latino network for over a year. And so it was projected into households that NHI never gets to go visit, maybe in California or in the Midwest or parts of Florida, just all over. And we've been just so delighted that we have a strong credential like a video like this for you guys as students to go and use whenever you're introducing NHI to another student or family. And so we cannot thank Dish and Dish Latino enough for their contribution. And so at this time, we're trying to fix the technology so that we can have the next video play. However, I wanted to just say thank you because these things are made possible through a lot of effort, a lot of time. And Dish Latino is a national television network provider, and it's the only one that provides solid 100% Spanish packages to families. And so we're very, very proud to be associated. So essentially, I wanted to just say that we never called Dish, they called us. And they said, but I wanted to say why they called us. Because somebody out there met people like you guys who were so amazing and so inspiring. And they said, who are you? And the student said, I'm NHI. And you got to find out about this organization. And so the VP from Dish was looking for the best Latino Hispanic serving organization they could partner with. And it was with this organization. And that's why, because of you and how professional and how much integrity you have and how you carry yourselves and the image you project, that is why they called us. And so I just want to say thank you, because all the communications work that you're doing, whether you win here tonight and advance or you're going on to Atheneum, whatever you're doing, you're representing yourself and you're representing your community and you're representing NHI. And so we just thank you for always being your best at every moment. I wanted to thank all the students who filmed today. If you please stand, if you filmed today or yesterday, stand up and be recognized by your peers. Thank you. I don't know where they are out there. All right. All right. So Dish's leadership, including Vice President Alfredo Rodriguez and the talented Marca from Miami and Cine Feliz, all the people who've been here filming and everything, we're just so thankful to all of you for being here. And this next video that we create will go into millions of households here in the United States. So I'm glad that you are all at your best. Today, to represent Dish Latino's executive office out of Denver, Colorado, we're honored with the presence of their marketing specialist, Joanny Caraballo. Coming herself from Caracas, Venezuela, Joanny has been with Dish Latino for 2 years, and she's so excited to be here to support you and to renew Dish Latino's commitment to NHI and our cause. You there? At this time, please help me welcome Joanny Caraballo.
Buenas noches. Wow. Los protagonistas de todo este proyecto son cada uno de ustedes y quiero que por favor se pongan de pie. Quiero que se tomen un momento y vean al compañero que tienen al lado. El valor que tienen por estar aquí es lo más importante. Así que vamos a dar un fuerte aplauso para para ustedes mismos por estar en NHI. Thank you. Like Nicole said, my name is Joanny. I work as a marketing brand specialist at Dish Latino. I'm extremely happy and excited to be here to witness the amazing passion and excitement around the National Hispanic Institute's Great Debate. As an immigrant from Caracas, Venezuela, having in this country only 3.5 years, supporting an organization like NHI really hits my heart and warms my heart seeing the potential that we have here. I'm a proud Latina, and seeing all of you work so hard and with such a determination makes me feel excited for the future of all of us Latinos in the US. As a Latino brand, Dish Latino is dedicated to our community. Our campaign, Sigamos Haciéndola, represents a commitment and acknowledging of the hard work that Latinos are doing day after day and the strong feeling that they have to keep moving forward day after day. What NHI does and what every single one of you are doing now, it's a perfect example of that. I'm nervous. I want to congratulate you all sincerely from the bottom of my heart for the accomplishment of being here, participating in NHI. You should be proud the same way I am proud and the way Dish Latino is proud of all of you. I would like to thank Ernesto Nieto, Nicole Nieto, and every single member of the NHI organization for allowing Dish Latino to become part of the NHI family. This is a partnership that we are very proud of. And as a special treat from Dish Latino, we brought you a special surprise. We know that you have been reading the third reality and that you are learning about seeing the glass half full and about ambitioning opportunity, about being creative. So we thought that you would enjoy meeting some individuals who are creating their own reality right now. They have come to spend some time with you. They want to share more about themselves. They would like to perform in concert for you at the dance tomorrow night. They are Latin Grammy nominated artists and original songwriters for the Dish Latinos Somos Latinos brand song. They also performed at last year's NHI's Celebración event. Their names are Perico and Jesse. So for those who don't know them,
llevo mi bandera guardada aquí en mi pecho y con mucho orgullo te voy a decir, yo soy peruano haciéndola en Miami, soy argentina haciéndola en LA, somos latinos triunfando en todos lados, que sepan de dónde vengo y a
enjoy and the best of luck tonight. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your educational director, Cristina Rodriguez.
Let me hear the 2018 Texas Great Debate participants say, yo! Go! All right, guys, you guys have been absolutely amazing the last couple of days. Thank you so much for giving everything that you've got, for persevering through the struggles, learning from round to round, taking advantage of every opportunity, and making sure that you're building relationships that last a long time. You guys have really set the bar high this year. This has been one of the best great debate experiences that I've had the opportunity to ED, and it has been an absolute privilege to be amongst you. I want to say to you that this is just the first step of your NHI career. And I love what Perico and Jesse said. They said, ¿para dónde voy? ¿Para dónde voy? What is next? Where are we going next? What is the next step in this journey? For many of you, the next step is going to be the Sweet 16. For many of you, the next step is going to be the Athenaeum. But then after this, it's going to be the finals, and then it's going to be the Lorenzo de Zavala Youth Legislative Session. And then it's going to be the Collegiate World Series. And then it's going to be the Collegiate Leadership Network. And then you will come back as a John F. Lopez Fellow. And then many of you will go on to build this organization, to make decisions for the future of not only this global wave, this international movement, this special, unique family that we call the National Hispanic Institute. But many of you will even see your own children come back to this program. And that makes me so incredibly happy and proud. So again, I want to encourage you to keep going, keep doing this thing. Make NHI your commitment. Make the National Hispanic Institute your passion. Every good outcome starts with a good decision. And if it hadn't been for Ernesto Nieto and Gloria de Leon's decision almost 40 years ago to start this organization for us, then I never would have been able to make the decision to become an NHIer, and neither would have you. So I ask you to make the best decision of your lives and go back to your homes, go back to your families, and talk about what is the next step. ¿Para dónde vamos? Where are we going next with NHI? Thank you so much, y'all. Right now, I'm going to introduce a wonderful individual. Her name is Paola Hernandez. Paola Hernandez hails from El Paso, Texas. And she has been a beloved member of the National Hispanic Institute since 2007, being an award winner in the 2007 Texas Great Debate, then advancing to the 2007 Celebración as a participant. In 2011, the National Hispanic Institute recognized her as the College Student of the Year. She is a graduate from the University of Texas, El Paso. She currently serves with the National Hispanic Institute as the Director of Special Projects and Celebración. She has also been the Director of the Great Debate, and she has also been the beloved Project Administrator for the El Paso Great Debate team. Obviously, a super accomplished individual and someone that I know we wouldn't be as great as we are if we didn't have her in our midst and in our family. So again, a warm welcome to Paula Hernandez.
I don't know if it works. Hi, everyone. I hope that you are ready. We have a wonderful afternoon of surprises for all. But I'm here to talk to you about the next step that is a little bit after your great debate. And we're talking about NHI's largest international showcase of talent and ideas. Celebración is the largest exercise of the mind that the National Hispanic Institute offers its members. It is reserved for the sharpest of minds, the kindest of hearts, and the deepest of souls. NHI is yours, and someday you're going to take over and you're going to replace everyone who has been up here on stage. You're gonna run your regions, become coaches, become project administrators, run this organization, become presidents, run your communities, and run the nation. This is why we're here. We need to develop the kind of leaders that your community not only needs, but it deserves. CELE is reserved for those who plan to carry out the mission of the National Hispanic Institute every day of their lives. You need to learn how to tackle the toughest intellectual challenges, create opportunities, and invest in your communities. But most importantly, you need to open your hearts to creating a family that's going to love you unconditionally. And that is the NHI family. That is the only way you'll change the world, if you work together. And at Celebración, not only do you get to work together amongst each other, but you get to work together with the brightest of minds that attend the Great Debate all throughout the nation. Beyond that, you get to meet the LDZers and CWSers who have also tackled important intellectual challenges and will solve the many challenges that they're faced with. So there are two ways you get to Celebración. One, today, if you demonstrate excellence at the Great Debate, upon the time that your name is called for the Sweet 16 ceremony in your category, you will receive an invitation to the 2018 Celebración. Congratulations. There is also a second option. If you recognize yourself in the description of the NHR that we are trying to keep and develop and work with for the rest of our lives, or at least for the rest of mine, and you have a sharp mind and a kind heart, a deep soul, and you know that the mission of this institute is something that you want to work on and carry out every day, then we invite you to talk to your project administrators because they have received what we call a golden ticket, 6 to be exact. They get to choose to invest in you because you choose to invest in your region and in the National Hispanic Institute. We are so very proud of you. We hope to continue working with you many, many years from now. And again, welcome to the NHI family. To give you a brief preview, there is a video that Dish Latino was kind enough and an amazing video to produce. And so you're going to see a very small sneak peek of the magic that happens at Celebración. If you have any questions after the fact, please look to your JFLs, to your head coaches, to your PAs, all who have attended in the past. And I'm excited to watch the video.
En Dish Latino, continuamos pensando en nuestra gente y apoyamos a la juventud, los futuros líderes del mañana. Por eso, seguimos unidos al esfuerzo, el sentimiento y la celebración del National Hispanic Institute, una organización que inspira a alumnos de escuelas secundarias y universitarias para el autodesarrollo de nuestros jóvenes y la celebración de un futuro mejor. Visita dishlatino.com/comunidad para conocer más sobre el National Hispanic Institute. En Dish Latino, no solo ofrecemos el mejor entretenimiento para toda la familia, también apoyamos a nuestra gente para que sigan haciéndola en este país.
I hope to see you all in San Marcos, Texas, November 1st through the 4th. Congratulations once again.
Did you see me in the video? Unfortunately, that was my twin brother. But I appreciate whoever yelled Chris for giving me some props out there. Here I am, and my brother makes the video. It's the story of my life. I just want to congratulate everybody for the work that you've done today. You know, we're halfway through the Great Debate experience here. Tomorrow will be a blur, and Sunday we say our goodbyes. And I think it's important that we recognize what was accomplished today, is that regardless of the outcome, as we're going to announce here in just a bit, remember the time that you sat in a presentation or someone talked to you about joining the Great Debate or NHI and your first time at your meeting and maybe not wanting to be there and sticking with it anyway, to all the training and all the work that you've done, to boarding the bus, to come here and spend the next 4 days with us. You know, we're only in day 2, and it feels like that we've been here for a week. And I was sitting with my daughters during lunch this morning, and although it feels like we've been here for a long time, come Sunday, it's going to feel like we just arrived. So I really want you to really shift today as we finish out today and begin to really kind of recap and kind of reflect on your experience and how you performed in each round, how you did in each event, the friendships that you were making, how you responded in certain situations, so you can take that and learn and grow and apply it for our second half of the tournament, whether it be in the Sweet 16 or adjudication. But before, you know, just know that without those 16, it wouldn't happen for all those that were participating today. So let's give all the great debaters a big round of applause for what you did today. I want to encourage great debaters to not let this finish your NHI experience and your great debate experience, but I shared yesterday to go back home, actively recruit, apply to the LDZ, and assist your local region for training so that you're invited to come back over here for this particular experience. And I would need to just recognize some individuals that you've seen wearing these green ribbons who come as volunteers. And I had a meeting with them last night at the judges training, and I shared that you need to remove your allegiances to your region because you're now great debate staff. And we went through judges training yesterday, and many of these individuals sat in a debate room all day, judged 10, maybe upwards of 18 to 20 rounds with a small break in between for lunch, and then back out there to listen objectively and score the best that they could. So if you were judging today, or if you were a runner and assisting with the debate portion, and you've got that green ribbon, will you please stand up and let us thank you for the work that you've done. All you great debaters, I invite you to join us here next year in the role of a judge. Being a trainer is different than being a judge. where you've got to listen to two great presentations or a debate and really listen for the content and be objective to score it so that you can provide them the best experience possible. I know it's not an easy task, but again, I want to thank the fellows for all the great work that you've done. Before we move on, I think there are some other individuals that I just want to announce. They're not here, but I'm going to announce them anyway. And if they're part of your region or if you see them, please thank them. They've got that role where they're hidden way in the back of the right center in the tab room that we rarely see. But yesterday they arrived with their region. The tournament director selected them and said, "You are going to be my staff." They were given a list and had the challenge of organizing 4 rounds of 48 teams or individuals with the intent of no region can compete against each other. No team can compete against another team twice, or you can't have a judge someone from the region, and you can't have someone judge someone again. The complexity behind it, that they were there working last night to get that organized. And what I love when I have adults come in here and just in awe that these are young leaders like yourself who are managing that. So I'm going to just announce them. And let me announce them first, and then we can give a big round of applause. Maybe they can hear us because they're finishing up in the tab room. Our assistant tournament director is Mariel Salinas from RGV and also a student at Cornell University. Our director of judges is Wilbur Dominguez from Houston, who is a rising freshman at Swarthmore College. Our bracket coordinators for the event of oratory from Dallas, Mia Morales. For mock trial, from the region of San Antonio, Jorge Ramirez. Cross-examination from Austin, Chris Fan. Extemporaneous speaking from RGV, Tessa Galloso. So if you see them, please thank them. Some other individuals who are our operations staff, Margot Ochoa from RGV, Francisco Villalma from RGV, John Antoine from El Paso, Justin Piel from El Paso, Anthony Salcedo from Dallas, Alejandra Caballero from Dallas, Kristen Camarillo from Dallas, Priscilla Enriquez from Houston. Those are our operations staff, so we want to thank them for what they were doing. And also a big thank you to our tournament director, who is back right now as they review in their system, is that he has his category folks confirm from the ballot, and they write it down and they initial it, and then it's given over to him, in which he enters it into a spreadsheet in which it's confirmed again. They tally all the scores, and how we determine our Sweet 16 is that we drop the lowest and the highest, and we average the middle two. They did discover one error, and went back and redid it all to ensure that we have accurate accounts of who's going to be up here speaking. So I know that's not an easy task, but I want to thank our tournament director, Mr. Daniel Gonzalez. So when you see him, thank him for that. So now, moving on to our Sweet 16. And I'm going to ask some individuals to come up here to assist me in passing out. We have ribbons that say Sweet 16, and then we have official invitations. If my co-ED, Cristina Tusini, please to come up here to assist me in passing out the ribbons, and also to pass out the Celebración invitations, Margot Ochoa. Will you two please come on up here and assist us in passing out the ribbons and the invitations? So you're going to pass out. So I will start with cross-examination. Allow me to announce both names in the region. I want you to come up here to the stage, receive your ribbon and your invitation, and I would like you to stand here so we can get one photo afterwards. In no specific order. Our first Sweet 16 finalists competing tomorrow from RGV, Emilio Hinojosa and Carlos Lopez. Our next individual team for cross-examination from Tipa, Texas, Emiliano Loya and Julia Alvarez. Next up, from RGV, Claudia Del Rio and Ana Urrulia. Our next Sweet 16 finalists from Houston, Mirayeli Aguirre and Cristian Vega. From RGV, Campbell King and Alejandra Phillips. Next up, from San Antonio, Rachel Davis. Next up, from Tipa, Texas, Gabriel Solis and Mia Garza. From San Antonio, Mariana Suarez Martinez and Diego Mendez. Next up, from RGV, Nicholas Megan and Sofia Gomez. Next up, from San Antonio, Julie Tift and Javier Virgen. Next up, from RGV, Victoria Phillips and Samantha Uribe. Next up, from Tipa, Texas, Mariana Diaz and Lucas Edge. Next up, from Houston, Rodolfo Carlos and Hunter Ibarra. Next up, from San Antonio, Miranda Rincon and Bennett Smith. Next up, from RGV, Leon Rosas and Jeffrey Poktavinsky. And our final Sweet 16 team competing in cross-examination from Tipa, Texas, Paulina Gonzalez and Kennedy Rudd. All right, if our Sweet 16 finalists could step up to the front of the stage so we can get a group picture. And let's give a big round of applause for our cross-examination Sweet 16 finalists.
One last round of applause for all your cross-examination Sweet 16. Woo! We are now moving into the Sweet 16 for oratory. I would like to ask that all oratory Sweet 16 finalists please step onto the stage from this direction and line up towards the end to receive your ribbon and your celebración invitation. All right, are you ready? From the Rio Grande Valley, Diego Perez. From the tip of Texas, Jose Thomas Martin. From H-Town, Yarcelin Flores. From the tip of Texas, Alma Villarreal. From the tip of Texas, Rafael Varela. From San Antonio, Ana Rodriguez. From the RGV, Sofia Salvo. From Houston, Cristobal Ramirez. From El Paso, Ana Senvario. From Fort Worth, Dianelli Martinez. From the RGV, Morgan Walker. From San Antonio, Kristen Howell. From San Antonio, Raul Mendez. From Dallas, Sawyer Kramer. From Houston, Natalie Gonzalez. And finally, from El Paso, Santiago Olivas. A round of applause for your oratory Sweet 16.
All right, moving in to our third Great Debate category of extemporaneous speaking. Our first Extemp Sweet 16 finalist from Houston, Sofia Villarreal. Our next Extemp Sweet 16 finalist from RGV, Anthony Vasquez. Next up from Austin, Isaiah Hernandez. Next up from El Paso, Luis Gomez. Next up from RGV, Mariela Vela. Next up from Tip of Texas, Carolina Vela. Next up from RGV, Emma Romero. Next up from Fort Worth, Jimena Aragones. Next up for Extemp from Houston, Aviana Devora. Moving on from RGV, Maritza Welton. Next up from Tip of Texas, Adrian De Leon. Next up from Fort Worth, Daniela Covarrubias. Next up from RGV, Bianca Casilleja. Next up from Tip of Texas, Max Lawler. Next up from RGV, Alyssa Amador. And our final Sweet 16 finalist from Austin, Elena Galea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our Sweet 16 finalists. If you all could step up to the front. Again, let's give a big round of applause for our Sweet 16 finalists. So our tournament staff is running over here with our mock trial Sweet 16. So we are going to pause for just a little bit. If I could get some music, I'd like everybody to stay inside the auditorium as they're running the mock trial Sweet 16 finalists. And as soon as you receive it, And I'll use this opportunity to kind of lay out the agenda tomorrow. Immediately afterwards, those that advance to the Sweet 16, you are going to depart with your project administrators and your head coach over to your team meeting rooms that you were used yesterday in preparation, and you will be there this evening until about 10:30. For those that will be participating in adjudication, we're going to go over an orientation, sorry, not adjudication, Athenaeum, and we're going to go over an orientation on Athenaeum, and we are going to select our houses and our teams, Athenaeum, and give you an overview about how tomorrow is going to play out. At 10:30, we will depart back to our rooms with the goal of lights out being at 11 o'clock. We just ask that, if you're going to be up preparing, not out in the lobby, not on the hallway, and I don't mind you being in your room, just keep the noise down as you're preparing for tomorrow. We want to ask that you honor it, that if you're after 11 o'clock, for those individuals that are tired and wanting to rest, allow them the opportunity to go to sleep with the noise down. We ask that you stay in your dorms this evening. Breakfast again will be tomorrow at 7 o'clock with the rounds beginning, I believe, at 7:30. So be ready. Immediately after this, all the fellows will go back over to the Wright Center to have a quick judges meeting with your tournament director. The sooner that they finish up with that, you will be dismissed to go back to your teams to go work with your students. Head coaches, before we dismiss everybody and you have the Athenaeum individuals here, if you could just kind of help them reset as we start for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a single elimination tournament. We'll have lunch at 12 o'clock. We'll reconvene here at 2:30 for our finals and our showcase of Athenaeum. We will have a team meeting after dinner. We will reconvene for talk about the LDZ, announce our winners. We have our our awards ceremony. We have a concert tomorrow with our Dish Latino friends, and then a celebration dance afterwards tomorrow. And then Sunday, we'll have breakfast and our closing ceremonies, and we'll depart. So that will be the logistics for this evening and tomorrow. If you sit tight for a few minutes while we wait for the mock trial to come here, and as soon as we receive that, we'll announce our mock trial Sweet 16 so that we can get the process started for the remainder part of the evening. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to congratulate the tournament staff. We do have our mock trial Sweet 16. Are you ready? From the tip of Texas, Alan Samano and Jacob Soto. From the RGV, Pablo Ramirez and Nadia Garcia. Texas, Thomas Edge and Sebastian Herrera. From Houston, Gerardo Garcia and John Villegas. From Houston, Diego Cevari Garza. From the tip of Texas, Maria Garcia and Ana Paula Garcia. From the RGV, Sergio Martinez and Carlina Elizondo. From the RGV, Hector Martinez and Sabrina Spinetti. From San Antonio, Thomas Irvine and Alejo Soto. From the RGV, Pedro Boone and Santiago Cermeño. From the tip of Texas, Sean Ong and Gabriel Cavachi. From Fort Worth, Brianna Navarro and Eli Rios. From Dallas, Ariana Paloma and Blakely Kramer. From San Antonio, Jacob Pappas and Medea Sanchez. From the tip of Texas, Pablo de la Garza and Antonio Perez. And finally, from the tip of Texas, Jimena Guajardo and Eduardo Esquivel. A big round of applause for your mock trial Sweet 16. I'd like to offer I know the excitement, the exhilaration is palpable. I'd like to offer a final congratulations to all of our Sweet 16 finalists. What a valiant effort for 4 rounds, persisting in excellence, persisting in achievement, persisting in goal setting and accomplishment. And I would gather that many of them would say that they could not have done it without the support of every single member of the region. So a round of applause for everyone. When some in our community win, all of us win. When some of our community win, all of us win. So thank you so much for being the backbone. But for some of us who will be going to the Sweet 16, that is one contribution to the road to the Silver Cup. The others who will be going to the Athenaeum is their contribution to the road to the Silver Cup. So the labor to win the Silver Cup does not end here for not a single person in this room. It will continue tomorrow. For those in the Sweet 16, your region is counting on you to be your absolute best tomorrow. And for those who are going to the Athenaeum, your region is counting on you to be your absolute best tomorrow. With the Athenaeum, this is an opportunity to continue to garner points, not only for yourself as an individual, but for the region. Tomorrow is a very, very critical day for every single person in this room. And we all must continue to work as a community, supporting each other, helping each other to reach excellence, helping each other to grow and to learn and to be better for the next round, for the next moment. So I want to make sure that all of you tonight, that you understand when you walk out that door, that the labor of love to growth and learning and winning does not end today. It continues tomorrow, and we must be prepared for this opportunity. So wake up tomorrow with a new attitude. It's a new day. And remember, it is the first step, and you will not be afraid. You are better than you were this morning. You are better than you were yesterday. And you should believe that today was only the beginning to you having an NHI career that's going to last and stay with you forever. So again, I want to say thank you so much for all of you working so hard. What an exhilarating thing to see members of our community come up here and feel that sense of accomplishment, feel that sense of achievement. You guys, I want you guys to work hard tonight, to prepare, help each other, love each other, support one another as the family that we are. And let's be ready to kick some butt tomorrow. Yeah. I'd like for all of the Athenaeum participants and competitors to stay here in the room. And for everyone else, you have team meetings, you have coaching, you have mentoring, you have advising. Good luck and be well. Thank you.